Well, we know a little bit more about our team. You know, we've had our first big meet. We are 6 weeks into training as a group, so people aren't just feeling each other out now. You know, we've kind of meshed into a cohesive group. The workout's getting a little bit more intense, you know, a little bit more race specific, really preparing to meet the demands of some of the championship events that we have coming up. Well, the honeymoon phase is kind of worn off a bit, and I was talking to one of the freshmen last week in our individual meeting, and she said she was talking to her parents because they were at the last meet, and she said, you know, they were asking how I'm liking it. And like, so you know, 'cause she was really excited, obviously going away to college, all pumped up, you know. And so when she was telling me the story, she said, well, they asked me, is it still, you know, is it still as exciting, or is everything you thought it'd be? She said, it's better. She said, it's really better. And so for a coach, when you hear people, you know, coming, because you always kind of wonder how that's going to go, whether, you know, I think teams around the country, everybody goes to their camp or first day of practice, and everyone's jacked to get in there and, you know, get the new season going, and then the monotony of the routine starts to wear on you, classes, the demands of just, yeah, what we do start to take its toll. And the girls are coming into practice, great energy every day, and hearing the freshmen tell that story, you know, talking to her parents about not only is it going well, but it's better than I imagined it would be, is really, you know, kind of cool. Reps. You know, like I said, when we went to the GRIAC meet, our first big meet, 6 of the 10 girls were in their first, you know, kind of collegiate race as freshmen. So they're still pretty green. They'll continue to gain experience, staying relaxed in a very kind of competitive effort where there are a lot of bodies around you. We've had girls like, you know, Shelby's run at cross-country national championships, Adidas Dream Mile, some pretty big events, and she was still very tight coming through okay, just because there were so many bodies around. One of the other freshmen said, you know, I got in there and it was really tough. I was waiting for it to string out so I could begin racing. I said, well, we learned how to race, you know, while it's tight, because you get to the national championships, if it spreads out early, that means you're getting spit out the back door, and obviously that's not where you want to be. So it's continuing to learn that process, and it's not necessarily a physical thing, it's a mental process. It's a level of comfortability getting in with a lot of bodies around you, being able to stay engaged, dialed in, and being able to run hard the whole time. Well, the expectation hasn't changed. You know, I don't place expectations on the girls that they can't control. So as far as we need to beat this team or that team, I mean, those thoughts are there. They have those. You know, obviously we know the teams that we need to be competing against to make the national championships or to be, you know, in the top 3 or top 5 in our conference. But we can't really control what the other teams do. So we control our preparation coming in every day, going to work, being gritty and tough, knowing that on any given day, if we're physically fit and we're mentally prepared to dial in, you know, somebody falters, we're going to be there to capitalize on it. So we kind of feel like we know where we're at, we know where we're going. We're just, you know, staying on task in a very patient way to get there. And yeah, I mean, November 21st, it's not a given or something we take for granted, but we expect to be racing.